a concluding word that you have for our audience? We like to tell people, because we are Apollos Watered, we want to give people a water bottle for the week, something for them to sip on through the week, a truth that they can hold on to and just draw refreshment and renewal from. What's a truth that they can hold on to this week as a result of our conversation here?
I think I would go back to our earlier thoughts on the kingdom of God, and help us to understand that, that is the ultimate reality. And a lot of times people call it upside down kingdom. It's not an upside down kingdom. It's a right side up kingdom in an upside down world. And it's God's, I mean, it's counterintuitive, and it's certainly counterintuitive to religion and the way we construct religions. But I would just say, if I'm a pastor of a church, I would be spending a lot of time thinking, what is my goal here? Is my goal this church? Because if it is, that's way too small of a thing. And if your goal is your church, you are not going to do the things the kingdom requires, like giving yourself away. You're going to save yourself. And but if your goal is the kingdom of God, then you're going to ask different questions. I don't own a person. I don't own a dollar. What is it you want to do here? And with open hands, we hear the Spirit speak in those moments, and then we give courageous leadership in the direction that God has asked, and then we experience God's stories. And so, I guess that would be my concluding thought: is what is my goal? If my goal is the church that I'm serving, I've got an idol. And that's something I need to metanoia on, and move towards a different idea.
Those are a good concluding word and a good concluding challenge. One that is very difficult, I think, for every one of us who has been involved in ministry of some sort. I do want to thank you for what you've been writing. The Kingdom Matrix was excellent. It shaped my understanding of kingdom and made me make some huge changes in how I went about ministry. And we did see God work as a result of that, being everything just drawn to us to begin to look outward. And I thank you for this book that I'm going to say is my most dangerous book of 2023. Because if you do read this, it's going to cause some problems. I can already tell you that, because I know when people read this, they're going to look at their church and they're going to come to their leaders, and their leaders aren't probably going to want to make the changes that are necessary. But I do, Jeff, I want to thank you for coming on the show. Thank you for all you've done. May God bless you as you go. But thank you for coming on Apollos Watered.
Thank you, Travis. It was a real pleasure. Thanks for your great questions, too. It was fun.